I'm telling you, you'd be thankful that's there.
Yeah. Welcome to PartSwap Tech Talk.
Take three.
We're
getting there.
We're getting there,
guys.
So,
bear with us.
I bet you're wondering just as much as we are what we are doing in front of your screens right now. We gained a lot of inspiration from people like Louis Rossman and Jessa and Jason and Jason
and a lot of people.
Again,
and I did this on take two. I don't want to leave any of these guys out. There are a lot of people doing a lot of good work to help educate people freely on the internet, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And I just want to look forward to the idea of being part of that.
The channel. Why you're here, what are you watching?
Which is why we're here.
We're going to be doing weekly podcasts to bring you, relevant news, things I generally find interesting, and that I'd like to share with other people. We're also going to be doing some gaming. I know,
gaming. We'll be doing. We'll have a lot of different content on this channel. We will get into that later. We will have a second channel that will come up later in the show. But on this channel, we will do a lot of different types of content. So if you're here to learn how to do repair, we will be doing full teardowns, full repair series of general all the way to advanced repairs, board level stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. We're gonna, and it's definitely stuff that's out there, but we would like to be part.
Just want to add to it.
Just want to add to the stack of awesome stuff that we see people do out there.
The hardest thing I feel about my job on an almost daily basis at this point is that when I run across something I don't have an answer for, there's not anybody to ask. It's come up with it or there is no answer.
We're going to be doing Let's Plays on our second channel, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But we want to do advanced repair videos, and it's including Touch IC, TriStars, really anything crazy that we think would be interesting. There'll probably be the occasional vlog on this channel, just for the days where something happened and feel like shouting out to you guys and seeing what you think of it and how crazy you think it is.
Yeah, because we feel like a lot of things are pretty crazy.
Crazy stuff is constantly happening, and I'm like, somebody should be recording this.
Now we're those people. Like it or not.
Okay. Well, we will be doing content regularly, though. So come back. I'd say by the time this video gets up, I've got already something else in the works right now. So I'll probably have another video up in another 2 days. Keep an eye out. We're going to be actually building basically a better studio in here.
We're just growing into it.
Into it. We're gonna hopefully put up some sound dampening material. We'll see how that goes. Right now, I think the audio sounds pretty good, but we'll probably get into that. It
sounded pretty good in testing. Hopefully, give us some feedback, guys. Comment, let us know what you think.
If you hate the audio, let me know. And if you do, don't, I guess.
No, do either way, and we'll just read the good ones.
Yeah.
We do all kinds of repairs from general, say you need a new iPhone battery, all the way up to 5 charge ports won't fix the charging issue. We'll handle it all. Hop on our website, give us a call, email us, find us walking down the road, I guess.
We'll also provide a link down below and also right over here. Let's see where that is.
They keep moving it. Oh, that's terrible with the I'm gonna
point up here. This is gonna be my space for pointing.
Over. I guess I don't need to point, but I'm going to point.
This will be my space to point. So anyway, we'll include links to our website if you want to check it out. We've also got a vlog, and we'll have a lot of the content that we go over today included in that vlog as well. If you want to check it out, check out the pricing. It's PartSwap.Shop, and again, we'll put that in the description below.
Facebook, Instagram, all the stuff.
Shout out to us.
We're like people with lives, and we do things and stuff.
One day you guys will meet Levi, and one day soon. He's just not here today, but he will be on this regularly with us as well.
Levi pretty well manages our social media, so anytime you see awesome posts on Facebook, cool Instagram photos, and very frequently and most frequently really good blog posts, that comes from Levi.
That's Levi, man. He's classy, and I'm gonna be over here on our other channel.
We're the other channel.
We don't want to muddy the professional channel with what will be on the other channel. I'll give a shout out to that. This show, everything we'll do on this channel will be PG,
family friendly, guys.
Of it all, family friendly.
So if that bums you out, you check out Lewis.
Hop on over to the other channel where we get a little bit realer.
Oh hey
dudes, if you got a thing that you want to send us,
in fact, saying that now, send me your stuff to tear down.
Don't make it ridiculous big. But
it's P.O. Box, guys.
If you don't expect it back, because.
Oh,
I
no.
ain't shipping it. Yes, I'm very awkward.
It'll always be a little awkward because we're kind of awkward people.
I've always been a little awkward.
So, I mean, it'll always be, it's like what is it, IFC? Always on, a little off.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about, first of all, I wanted to talk about college a little bit. I saw yesterday, or I think it's actually just earlier today, actually. I found an article on TechCrunch.com, and I will definitely provide a link down in the description for that, so you guys can feel free to check out the original article yourself. Article. You can check out that official Articuno on yourself. Apple's relatively new app through iBooks is called Swift.
It's supposed to help basically day one learners get into coding specifically in the iOS environment.
Apple's now headed towards actually trying to offer these courses and curriculum to select high schools and colleges all over the country in Swift app development.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're not just like handing books out. They're going to show up and like teach you stuff is the idea.
And so if you're already
They will not hire us to market this.
Yeah. Oh, no, you should. They haven't released which schools they're going to be... Which schools this course will be available at yet.
We will be happy to speculate for you.
I will speculate.
Sacramento.
Can I get Cincinnati? Go ahead and put me. It's like we're doing the brackets for March Madness. We're like, put me down for.
We could do that. You guys want to do stuff like that? We can totally
go to Plano, Texas.
Do some brackets on where we think Swift is going to come out. Do you guys care enough about it to do something like that? What do you guys think of something
Comment
like
down
this?
below at any rate.
I'm curious to know, is this, if this was your school, if it was your high school or your college, is this a class you would take?
Would you go to that class?
It's one of those things. Even if I were in school and this course were offered, even if I never thought that I would use this, I never wanted to do an app, anything. This is I would jump on this because it's a really good foot in the door for any kind of coding. And I'm the kind of person to hate on a lot of manufacturers of a lot of things. But I do think it's very cool anytime anybody, especially a large, well-known company, is trying to bring more of the tech world to younger people, to students, and help educate them in new things. Even though this is more Apple-oriented, this isn't learning some broad coding language. It's still a step into the world of programming and coding.
It is, and I would say it's a pretty broad reach though, as far as for how many Apple devices there are out there. That's a pretty broad reach. That makes sense because there's over 1.5 million jobs out there for people aspiring to make an iPhone app, and I mean that's a pretty large large amount of people.
There's definitely a huge market for it. There's no doubting that.
And I mean, like, imagine slapping that down on a resume just because you're able to. Like,
yeah, that never hurts.
Apps.
Well, and this is something we were discussing a little bit earlier. I
guarantee boss wanted you to develop an app for him.
Who?
Somebody.
I know
you can develop apps. Like,
I mean, they got whole websites.
Can you make an app to find my keys in the morning?
If you can, call me. I don't need the tile thing because I'm gonna lose that. Is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I would go to that. Go to that class.
I think it's a great idea, and it's interesting because it's. There was a time where the only coding languages you could go get a high-paying job in were C, and Java. And now it's gotten to a point where things more of libraries, things like Bootstrap and Node.js, JavaScript, and all these things can create very high-paying and just fun jobs.
Fun.
Really.
And, I don't know if it's for me. It's not for everybody, but it's for a lot of people.
It's not for everybody, admittedly. I would recommend you like math. If you're looking into getting into any kind of coding, like math, it's a lot of algebra. But yeah, it's really cool stuff. So we'll have to stay tuned on that and see where they're going with it. Let us know in the comments if that's something you guys would be interested in. I'm curious to see kind of how other people feel about that.
If you want to read the article for yourself, feel free to check it out down in the description. I'll provide a link for that where I first read it. That was at TechCrunch.com, by the way. At any rate, the iPad Pro 2 has not been announced officially, but we do have juicy leaks.
Sweet
I thought
juicy
they were
leaks.
pretty juicy.
What's going on with it?
Well, basically,
I have not heard anything.
I think it's pretty great. Again, this is this sounds like I'm total Apple fanboy. I promise I'm not biased. But these last two things I wanted to talk about them because I thought I liked them. I liked the concept. But the iPad Pro 2 is going to be coming out. They should be announcing it. I think they said from now. Where we got most of these leaks came from a traditionally accurate leaker on Twitter, and that's at SHAIMIZRACHIA I'll put it down.
I'm
in the
sure I've
description.
butchered it, so I apologize.
He's traditionally pretty accurate with the stuff he's done in the last couple of years, and he just came out to. Looks like they're sending out plans to case manufacturers with dimensions and things. And it looks like we might be getting another couple inches on the screen itself. Might be getting a couple extra inches on the screen itself. Supposedly, it's going to be going up to 10.5 inches versus 9.7. And And what's impressive is that it's going to be in the same. It's going to be in that same. And I mean, that's to be expected from advancement in technology. But I think it's glad that they finally got there.
Yeah.
But it's going to be relatively the same size, maybe a little bit taller, just like a little bit taller. But really, I mean, I just traded my iPad for a laptop. So, right. So I'll be looking to get another one soon. I would jump on it. I mean, since the iPad 1, really, the iPad is probably one of the best tablets you can get. That's my opinion. I don't know if you think differently.
I mean, I don't like iOS. I don't like being locked into it. I do prefer Android, and I'm a Linux guy and all that stuff.
I can get that.
But yeah, it is in my experience, the hardware is miles ahead of about anything else out there. Now, these Windows tablets, these Windows crossover tablets that are starting to come out, they're getting decent, and I'm looking forward to one that's worth buying because the Surface just isn't it for what you get at that price tag. I really like the Surface, but it just doesn't do enough for me yet.
Yeah. Well, I guess I see it's for like as far as the iPad goes. What I'm trying to do when I'm on a tablet, it does great. Like I'm not trying to do some heavy computing or coding or anything crazy. I'm trying to watch Netflix. Netflix, and man, does it runs Netflix.
Yeah, that's something I've actually really liked. I got my mom a Chromebook, or I didn't get. My dad got my mom a Chromebook, but those are for Netflix machines. Pretty good.
Yeah, and that's really what computers are, let's be honest.
Nowadays, Netflix, Facebook, especially laptops. I mean, you'd think laptops would have killed the desktop by now, but I certainly would not do the work I do on a laptop day to day with a microscope and, all of the schematics and stuff on screens that size. It'd just be no fun.
There's a Blackberry about.
Oh, I see. I see what you were doing there now. I caught on.
It's 2017. BlackBerry, unbeknownst to most mobile phones, is still around.
They're still here. They're still doing stuff.
Well, our generation might, find the BlackBerry as a humorous piece of nostalgia, if you will. They used to be a serious contender.
I mean, yeah, give it its credit. It's kind of the beginning of smartphones.
They were right there in the top rung originally, and they're back. With their fists
or still hanging on. I haven't actually seen this new stuff they've got going on. So
insert a picture of the cat still hanging on. At any rate, they're coming back with their fists swinging, and they've brought us the KEYone, and we'll provide a link down in the description as well for this one. We've actually got that blog post up on our website, PartSwap.Shop. Feel free to check it out there. We've also got any sources needed listing on there as well for your reference. But basically what it is they're putting keyboard back on a smartphone. And I am glad they're doing it.
I think it's a great idea.
I am glad they're doing it.
I probably won't buy it.
I will.
But,
I really think I will. I think the KEYone is going to be the next phone I get. And really? I'm genuine about that. I have been missing a keyboard on my phone since the LG NV2. And I know, shout out to LG NV2 owners out there, Razer sucks. So,
I do like this. I've honestly really just finally now adjusted to having a touchscreen. I don't really do well with a touchscreen interface.
I fumble. Okay, autocorrect is great and all. Don't get me wrong.
But I mean, better than not having it.
But at the same time, man, I got big fat fingers. Keyboard. I'm always fuddling about and typing the wrong things on it. And you know what? That's one thing. When it autocorrects and typing wrong, I got it wrong. That's one thing. But it autocorrects so much of things that I wanted it to say. That one kills me to death.
Well, I mean, you can technically take the time to train it to,
It doesn't listen. I have tried, and it does not listen. It is an unruly beast of a Galaxy S6. It was thrown together from all the Satanist parts that we had down below in the depths of our parts pins.
It's Demon Phone, guys.
And it doesn't do things quite right.
It just does them the way it wants.
It does, pretty much. But I want a keyboard. I want a keypad back. And what's cool about this one, so check it out. I've always thought that
So this is Android, right?
This is Android. It's going to be a full-fledged Android phone. It's going to be actually running Android 7.1.
That I'm excited about. I'm excited about. BlackBerry is a they're very well known for their security. They're very good at it. So to apply what they have been doing for a long time to an Android device will be cool.
Hopefully it'll turn out like I want it to. But at any rate, the keypad the actual keyboard. It's also touch sensitive, and it acts as like a trackpad for your thumb, and you go
the entire keyboard.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
For the first time now, the Galaxy Note series was the closest to this. The Galaxy Note series really got close to feeling like you're using a portable computer or a pocket computer than a phone because you had input, a precise level of input.
Yeah,
a thumb is never going to be the same. I can't see under my thumb. That's the problem. I've been trying to figure that one out. If I shine light through it one way, I can see through it, but it doesn't work on the phone.
And that's something to give Samsung their credit. That's something that before I ever used a Note, didn't think I'd care about. I used it for a while. Oh man,
I did
love it.
I had a Note 4 for the longest time. I genuinely used it a lot. So that was the closest thing that I'd seen on a phone to a level of truly tactile input of
and something input. Still nobody's actually really matched. You can get a stylus on anything, but it's not like an S Pen. An S Pen has hardware inside the phone to work with it.
So I'm excited about this trackpad because finally I'm going to be able to use it like I have a cursor on my computer. I miss cursors, and I'm glad that they're going to be bringing a cursor back. Telling me there's a cursor on this phone is like being like, here, shut up and take my money. It's not going to have the craziest screen on it. I think it's got decent specs though.
I don't care personally.
A lot of people do.
One thing I am actually very curious about this, and you may know the answer because I have not looked a lot into the specs. You say that it's got a physical keyboard, right? But it's also doubling as a touchpad. Yeah. So are they actual physical clickable keys, or is it like a touch panel? So it's a physical key?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
physical key.
That sounds awesome.
Physical key that also senses when you're touching it because it's got little microchips.
They could do it. Just I wasn't. Yeah, that's cool. I dig.
But
it.
I mean, it's gonna have a.
It's their classic. Is it their classic keyboard design? Is it the BlackBerry keys?
I mean, basically, yeah.
It's got to be, right?
Well, those were good
I love
keys.
Those keys. They're great keys.
Please don't. They did a good job.
They
didn't change something that was good.
That was something they did very right.
Are interested? It's got an octa-core 2 gigahertz CPU. It's gonna have 3 gigs of RAM, which I think is honestly I could have done with 4.
Yeah, it needs to start coming out.
I think
these manufacturers
have
been really skimpy on that RAM.
But 3 is enough, I'd say for now. I would deal with 3. I mean, it's better than 2, that's for sure.
Type-C
USB,
that's awesome.
Which I don't know why everybody hasn't caught up, but at least you got it right, BlackBerry. They're going to Type-C and a decent Adreno 506 GPU. So it's a work phone. It's meant to be for those who are making emails, those who are texting, those who are scrolling through web pages.
That thing will multitask.
Those who are clicking on things. It'll multitask a whole lot
really
better with that octa-core. So I want it. And
what's the price on it?
It's gonna be $550.
$550, and that's full retail.
That's full retail, unlocked from BlackBerry themselves. So I mean, I don't know about you,
not bad.
I buy all my phones off eBay.
Yeah,
20% at least off.
Guys, don't buy new phones. If you're buying new phones, don't buy new phones.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
There's not a big enough change year to year right now to be worth spending that kind of money on.
Save yourself some money and get a used phone.
Buy a used one, fix your broken one. You're just better off right now. And that's not even coming from a repair perspective. That's looking at the tech that's coming out right now. It's just, there are no gigantic leaps right now. It's all new bells and whistles. Now this keyboard deal, that's a big enough change. I don't know that I'd dump my phone for it, but if I didn't have a phone anyway and was going for one, I would look at this. I really like the idea of a physical keyboard, especially if it's doubling as some sort of like a touchpad. That's cool. I like that.
Right. I can deal with that. But at any rate, if you want to check out more about that, we go a little bit more in-depth into the Blackberry KEYone in our blog post at PartSwap.Shop.
/blog. Check it out.
/blog. You check it out there if you want to read a little bit more into it. But at any rate, that's pretty much it for what I wanted to share today. We'll come back next week with some more stuff. Also, throughout the week, be sure to expect some gaming videos.
We're forgetting a glaring thing.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. I haven't let me get there.
We buried the lead.
I haven't gotten there yet. So we're going to be uploading some a gaming channel, and we're going to be making a gaming channel. We're gonna be doing retro gaming. We're gonna be doing, probably some first-person shooters.
Worth mentioning now, that will be a much more casual sort of video. So if you're
Game streamer, not a gaming
game
channel.
streamer, but
I want to start a game streaming channel.
this is the family friendly. That will be a little probably less family friendly.
I would say
It's more of a have fun. If you want to hang out with us, then come to that channel.
Viewer discretion advised. Which brings us to our next question. We are taking a poll on
What should we name it, guys?
what we should name the
I don't
channel. We've got it down to 4 things, so we figured we would let you guys, the viewers, vote if you want to. I'll include a link down below, also in the description, for where you can go to vote on that. So we're going to let you guys vote on what our new gaming channel's name is going to be.
Strupple time.
Up first, we've got fecal evacuation. So to be clear, though, that's one word.
One word
Fecal
titles.
Evacuation. Not part swap. Here's your salad and part swap after hours.
And we didn't all like as one entity come up with these. A handful of people came up with these, and I can't pick.
I'm voting for here's your salad.
That's a pretty good one. I do like here's your salad.
I feel like when I was reading those out that it was like
here's your
the
salad.
horses at the race, they're like, and up front is Buttercup
Here's your
Daisy
salad.
Duke.
So yeah, vote it out, guys. We're gonna run this for essentially forever. So feel free to check back even after we have that channel and see if people's minds have changed. But throw a vote up there. Let us know what you think, because we're interested to see what your opinion would be on something like that.
Don't forget to check out our website, PartSwap.Shop, if you're interested in any of the services that we offer for board level work. If you're in, around, near, far away from me, and I guess also in Australia. Lots of
Shout out to Australia. We appreciate
Australia.
the site views
Lots
you guys
of
give
website
us.
hits from Australia, but
Love
that's
Australia.
cool. Hey, but at any rate, make sure to check that out, guys. We'll see you soon.
Instagram, Facebook, like us, unlike us, subscribe us, all the things. Thanks, guys. Check us out next time.
I swear to God, you better like me.
Oh, hey!